So this next week in Grand Theft Auto Online, the Mansions event is going to start, and we are going to be going over 5 really important pieces of information that you guys are going to need to know before the actual event starts and the actual DLC gets here. Most likely somewhere between December 2nd and or maybe December 9th is when that's going to drop. So with that being said, if you guys hit that like button if this video is helpful. If you guys are new here, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on daily uploads. But from there, let's get right into these important pieces of information. So the very first important piece of information that we're going to talk about is the fact that the Mansions DLC is speculated to be one of the most expensive properties we've ever bought and owned and operated here in Grand Theft Auto Online. Estimated to be in the tens of millions of dollars. We're talking potentially anywhere from 10 maybe million. No, more expensive than that, because you have to look at how much a yacht is. A yacht is almost $12 million, if not more, right? So if a yacht is $12 million, a mansion has to be a lot more than that, and people are speculating somewhere in maybe the $20 to $50 million for an actual mansion here in Grand Theft Auto Online. So what does that mean? That means during the recording time of this video, you still have plenty of time to get out there and start stacking cash, because you guys, not only are the mansions going to be expensive, but we're going to also be having a bunch of expensive vehicles that are going to be coming into the game as well. Not just any regular vehicles. These are going to be luxury vehicles, and these luxury vehicles, just like every luxury vehicle in the game, well, maybe if you really think about it, just like everything in the game, is pretty much overpriced in a sense. There's a lot of things in the game that just don't make sense, but there's other things too that do make sense. Maybe like a laser jet that in real life would cost like $88 million in real life, only cost us about 6.5 over here. But regarding the fact, you need to be stacking cash, and like what I've said before in a previous video, how much money will you need? Well, if you're sitting on at least $50 million, which in about a month's time is not going to be that far-fetched to be making $50 million, especially with GTA Plus members right now, which have guaranteed diamonds all month long. So that means you're definitely going to be able to pop open your phone, go to Quick Jobs, go to the casino, and then get into one of those jobs right now, because everybody right now is most likely going to be running diamonds. So from there, you guys, stack cash. That's going to be the #1 most important piece of information that I can relate to you right now. So if you don't have a lot of money, you need to start doing things that are big payouts. And we do have a ton of methods here on my channel on how to make easy cash. Running Kayos, running the McKinsey business, even doing a Cluck and Bell farm raid, that still gets you $500,000. Because when you're doing things that get you low payouts, that's all that you're getting. But when you're doing nothing but things that get you millions of dollars, that's exactly what you're stacking. And also another tip, just real quick on the very first note of earning money, try to stay away from ammo that burns up your money, like RPGs and other things like that. Maybe sticky bombs and other high-priced ammo. All right, let's move on. All right, now this next piece of information has to deal with the teaser missions that are going to be coming into the game. So most likely what's going to happen here, considering the fact that if the DLC does drop December 9th, we're going to be looking at 3 different teaser missions, which that's already confirmed in the game, and most likely these teaser missions are going to come into the game week after week. So there's going to be 3 weeks of teaser missions, there's going to be 1 week of Thanksgiving, and then at that point it'll be December 9th, and we're going to be hit with the actual Christmas DLC, and then we'll get to ride that out all the way until, well, 2026 January, it looks like, if you guys were looking at a calendar just like myself. So, when these missions do come into the game, what's going to happen here is Mr. Favor is going to hit you up, and Mr. Favor is going to be introducing you to a brand new client. This brand new client is going to be tied into the pre-luxury real estate business and or mansions, to where at some point we're going to be doing these teaser missions, and these teaser missions are going to be guaranteed to be giving us discounts on perks and or the mansions themselves that are going to be coming into the game on either like December 2nd, December 9th, like what I've mentioned prior. So that's definitely something that you want to be looking out for and completing every single week here in the game, which is probably not going to be too much. There's just probably some simple missions, and then you're going to be in the qualifying, ratio part where you will be able to get these discounts, but if not, then these mansions potentially are going to be a lot more spendy than one would think. All right, let's move on. So number 3 here is a big speculation that I've been researching, is the fact that yeah, Mansions most likely is going to be having some garage space, but we don't know exactly how much garage space that is going to be. Most likely, from the rumors, it's not going to be as much as we would hope it is being. Is like, you think that there's going to be like a 100-car garage under your mansion? That's probably a little bit far-fetched, as we're going to be looking at more of like something like maybe at the minimum a 10-car garage, but maybe at the most maybe something like 30-car garage. But still, that's not going to leave a lot of room considering the fact of how many cars there are in the game itself, and also how many cars that they plan on bringing into the game. So also speculation has it out there that for this particular DLC, there's going to be a lot of drip feed cars, which means, you know, throughout the months, throughout the weeks, and throughout, you know, little weekly updates and other stuff like that, we're going to be introduced into a lot of brand new cars that are going to be implemented into the game. Now, let's look back a couple years. Rockstar actually removed a couple hundred cars in the game. The reason for this is probably for future DLCs just like this, because of what they said on their newswire, us having to get rid of content so we can bring new content into the game. What is that new content? Brand new vehicles, and one of the brand new vehicles that's speculated that's going to be coming into the game with this brand new Mansions DLC is the Cybertruck. I don't know if you guys would like to see the Cybertruck. It's something that I've already experienced in GTA roleplay on PC on 5M. All right, but from there, let's move on. So number 4 would be a big suggestion on my part, and this is something that I'm going to be doing as well, is getting your businesses up and running. If you've got businesses and they're just sitting there idle and you could be making money off of them doing certain things like sell missions. I think sell missions is one of the biggest things and one of the more easier things. You could literally just make sure that, like, your businesses like the Acid Lab, the Bunker, your nightclub is filling up. Also, all your MC businesses and whatever else that there is in the game that you could just basically sit there, pay for the stock, let these businesses build up stock, and then you just sit there and do sell missions non-stop, earning millions of dollars. Now, like what I've mentioned before, the Mansions DLC is speculated to be one of the most expensive DLCs that we've gotten here in the game in a very long time. Like ever since the arena, which just to let you know, the arena and all the content that came with it, all the vehicles, cost around, I think, 150 to 250 million dollars for all that content that came into the game with the arena. So when we get DLCs, sometimes Rockstar does bring in a lot of content, and a lot of the content is, yeah, guess what? It's super expensive, just like everything else in the game. So you definitely want to be out there potentially getting your businesses going and just doing sell missions. Sell missions are super easy. Like literally put on some good music and then just hit up the road and start making cash over fist right there, bro. All right, let's move on to the last one. Now, the last piece of information is going to be more towards the GTA Plus members. I understand that a lot of people are not GTA Plus members. Me, myself, I have not gotten GTA Plus, even though I'm still thinking about getting it just to get the 100-car garage, because people say, hey, you know, get GTA Plus on like an $8 gift card and then just let it run out. And then make sure you put a bunch of cars, like fill up the entire 100-car garage, and then you get to keep the 100-car garage, and then, but you don't have to keep paying for GTA Plus just for the 100-car garage. And I guess a lot of players out there has actually done that, which is something that I was going to think of. But besides the point, GTA Plus members, it says here on Rockstar Games' website, are going to be getting special, bonuses this next week, and probably most likely for the continuous of the weeks that are going to be coming into the game with these special events with this brand new client. And at this point too, you could speculate like, well, is this brand new client going to be Michael DeSanta? I don't think that this is going to be our Michael DLC, but hey, what do I know? I'm just here to help you guys. So another last little piece of information that I would like to add here that I think is important for you guys to hear and understand is the Mansions DLC has been something that the community has been asking for ever since the very beginning of Grand Theft Auto 5, when we were introduced to Los Santos and we started messing around with people that actually own mansions, potentially like Michael, if you would consider that a mansion, and or Franklin, things like that. And Rockstar has never given us mansions until now, until the very end of Grand Theft Auto 5, we're going to be able to get mansions finally in the game, which, just to let you guys know, which is one of the DLCs which we asked for and have been asking for in the community for the last 12 years, potentially. This has been going on for maybe 11 and a half or something like that, but basically a very long time. And it's really good that we're finally getting it, even though it's going to be like a decade later. And I would just like to add too that maybe Rockstar should listen to its community on what we want, because ever since 2020, just to add more, you know, conflict here, we haven't seen a brand new heist in the game ever since Cayo Perico, just to add that. So from there, you guys take all this information and use it to your best ability of getting ready for the brand new Mansions DLC. Number one, make money. That's really what it boils down to. If you just have a lot of money, you're going to be A-okay. I'm telling you. But from there, once again, if you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful, be sure to hit the like button on the way out, subscribe for more content. Go check out more videos on both of my channels. Link will be listed down below for the second channel. And we got tons of other awesome little glitches and things like that over there. But make sure you guys are staying tuned, and thank you for all your support. My name is GRAVESIGHT, the Green Alien, and I'll see you in the next one. So peace!